It's Rick's oh, you snapped the blade? Yeah, that's done. That's broken. Finished. I've got another head in the washroom.
You have?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Could I have it?
Yes, you can.
That's very nice.
Rick now owes me a favour. Damn that ass. Damn! Just finished the training, got a massage, got a load of new kit, got some very bright velo toes, which are very good once. Otherwise, not much to report. We have a team presentation later because it's UAE in Dubai. It'll all be very glitzy and glam. And then we have first stage tomorrow. At some point, I'll get a road book. My parents are hassling me to know which number I am because that's how they spot me. That and having a beard, so I had a shave. So that would just make them really work hard for knowing where their son is in the peloton. Don't even get this race underway. I don't like the days before. You're just like, it's like you're just waiting to go. You're not really training, but you're not like you're resting, but you're training, but you want to do something because you feel lethargic. But then it's like once the racing gets underway, you live for these like afternoons where you just sat on your bed with nothing to do but watch Netflix and talk to a camera. In the meantime, I'm just watching Rick shave his legs, which, you know, he's no Marco Haller, but he is a beautiful man. Rudy, sprinter extraordinaire. Not much competition today. Ackerman, Bennett, Ewan, Cavendish, Gaviria. In fact, it'd be easier to list the sprinters that are not here. This is the most important race of the year. For you, it could change your life.
The 148-kilometre first stage of the UAE Tour, the only World Tour race in the Middle East. Caleb Ewan trying to come on the other side. We couldn't get there in time. Rudy Barbier is showing great form as well, but no one was going to deny Pascal Ackermann, who took stage one of the UAE Tour, and with it, the overall race lead.
Third place. Your life doesn't change. It stays the same. We did a good lead out. It was a good lead. I mean, it was chaos, like absolute chaos, because day one, easy day. Until it all kicked off, it was 165 watt average in the bunch, so it was pretty cruisy. And then from with that is everyone's then a sprinter. But you know, we did good. It was mental. And Rudy got third. So his life isn't going to change because he got third and he didn't get the win. So once he gets the win, his life will change. Day two, Hatterdam's come a little earlier than normal in this race. That there is Hatterdam. The camera doesn't quite give it justice. But my job finishes roughly here to make sure the guys can go up there. Well, it's really warm, I'm sweating already, so naturally I'm going to take the aero helmet because it's faster, which means I'll have to work less hard, which means I won't get as hot. That's my theory on all things cooling and effort. Anyway, we're in a bit of a hurry, so I should go. There's the team. They're amped, as you can see.
Final sprint to the line, and it was Sam Bennett that opened first for the Declining Quick-Step squad, but for the second year in succession, Caleb Ewan of Lotto stood out wearing the green points jersey, had just enough to overhaul the Irishman. It was Caleb Ewan, the 25-year-old Australian.
Back here again, like 4.5 hours later, still looking at that same damn thing over there. Damn thing, that same damn thing. Rick Zabel, 5th place. Life won't change, but are you happy with that?
Yeah, my life doesn't need to be changed. I have a good life. So.
You have a good life, so...
That's why I don't want to win. My life's good, so
yeah.
I could win if I want, but I'm a
Could you though? Could you just give us a motivational quote of yourself so people can want it like you do?
Don't dream your life, live your dream.
You heard it here, folks. Don't dream your life, live your dream.
So when you win,
Today had my first get down of the year. Oh, kind of didn't. It was like one of those nice crashes where I didn't actually crash.
Turned out to be a difficult day for many riders in the saddle. 2 significant crashes along the way.
And this is I think I've talked about this before, the plus side to disc brakes. Everyone's going down in front of me. And whilst I'm obviously heavy on the brakes, but completely chilled about it, and then more people go down. Okay, maybe I'm going to go down. So I was turning left into the barriers, and then sort of half got off my bike and sat on the barriers and didn't actually touch the floor, which was good, but I scuffed my bonds. So I kind of rode as hard as I could, which wasn't actually that hard. I dropped off, Matthias and Rudy dropped off me, and then I dropped off Rick and Danny, and Rick dropped off Danny, and Danny was first into the climb, which was the plan. And it's nice, you know, I'm not used to it. It's like we do a big effort, and I'm like, have a quick look behind me, and everyone's still there. I'm like, huh, it's worthwhile. Tomorrow is a sprint day, so we're all in for Sleeping Beauty back there. And the day after we're going back up the same climb again. Stage four, working for this guy again. Remember, Rudy, if you win, life will change. How would you change your life if your life was to change? More baguettes?
I don't know.
More croissants?
Yeah.
More croissants. Rudy's French. More croissants. I've stereotyped massively there. I drop these guys off with, I start with 1.8k to go. I finish when Matthias comes past me, basically. So that means I have to do 900 metres and you have to do 400. That doesn't seem fair.
I need to pull faster. And I'm coming after you, so I'm already tired when I'm going off you, you know?
Yeah.
And I have to take also more risks. The later it gets, the more risk it is. That's how it is.
Tenuous. It's worth talking about today because it didn't go to plan, and that's part of the sport. I think you've got 20 teams here. Probably all have, I don't know, 12 teams have a sprinter, so there's 12 lead-out trains. There's only a road so wide. We picked the right side of the road, and there must have been just a slight breeze coming from the left, almost undetectable, but enough to just shut the right side of the road off completely. Mitchelton were there, and rightly so, very aggressive with the way that they held the right side of the road. 'Cause if you're over to one side, you can control it. If you're in the middle, teams can come from both sides and your train gets sort of blown apart. So we had the numbers, we had the firepower, so we were like, we have to come late because it's a headwind finish as well, or headwind into the sort of final corner. So yeah, we went up the right and never quite got to the front, and everyone was bitterly disappointed afterwards because we know we've got it. Rudy follows the wheel like you wouldn't believe. He has complete faith in all of us, which is all you want. Real disappointment all round, but that's a good thing. You know, Christ, if we came out of this not really fast, then there'd be much bigger problems than a missed opportunity at a result. So we have 3 more days. Tomorrow we go back up the mountain we went up yesterday. And then 2 more opportunities for a sprint. So far, we got it very right day 1. We got it very right on day 2. We got it very right yesterday. We got it very wrong today. So far, we are 3 for 4 in terms of getting it right. And I feel like a big result is just around the corner. Well, this is a new one. It's 1:04 in the morning. We've been up for about half an hour now. Rudely awoken by the door. So, you know, as bike riders, we used to, like, knocks on the door at ungodly hours, usually from drug testers, and I guess you could call this a drug test, or a test, because apparently there's been 2 outbreaks of the coronavirus within the race. They've not said who, they've not said what nationality, they've not said whether it's from organisation, team, rider or whatever. So naturally everyone's speculating, and naturally everyone's come to the conclusion that it's something to do with Italy, because this is an RCS organised event, and everyone is looking at each other like, are you sick? Do you feel sick? So we're currently waiting for the UAE government to arrive and test everyone. And then apparently, I mean, the race has been cancelled, obviously. And then apparently we will be allowed to go home tomorrow, the next day, whatever. But then the doctor here is like, it's 24 hours to get the results back on the test. So, I mean, obviously all the bike riders are like, well, how would we possibly train? Which you'd think with the coronavirus would be the least of our worries, but no, we're genuinely concerned about training. I mean, I'm like envious that Victor has his TT bike and a turbo trainer here. If we are looking at the prospect of a 14-day quarantine. But yeah, just going to try and keep ourselves healthy, try not to breathe too much whilst we're here for fear of catching it, and then just go home. Either tomorrow, the next day, or in 2 weeks' time. I'll let you know how the test goes, if I pass or not. So it's now 20 past 8, we're up at 6:30 to go do our testing. We got tested. It involved a scratchy thing up the nose, which felt like it was tickling my brain. And a temperature test. There's a lot of speculation flying around as to what is going to happen next. Last night we were told if we're all good, we haven't got it, then just go home. But then there's talk of a 2-week quarantine here in the hotel, which would not be fun. I don't know what else to tell you other than we're probably not going to see anyone because you can't. We can't really go out. Breakfast is closed, so I guess I don't know what we're going to do for food. I'm just basically going to try and complete Netflix. In the meantime, it's basically a duvet day with Rick Zabel. So, yeah, a bit worrying, but I think all will be okay. Let's just see what happens. Anyway, hope you're all good, guys, and cheers.